we are so, when you get your first salary, you feel like I'm
I'm
on the world.
yes, I'm going to get that bag that I wanted,
That
those
and
shoes.
we want,
But by the time you are finished spending, you think, Lord, did I really spend that much?
like I'm at that. I think I'm at that point where I want to see my money. Like I want to see where it goes.
Where it's going.
Like I want to be able to look around the house and be like, okay,
I bought that.
I bought that. Even when I invest now, I think there should be. I need to be able to see it. Like I need to see it.
There should be fruits. There should be fruits
to see it.
That's the thing. I was telling you about my sister, right? Where her husband, I mean, like he used to get money when they were together. 100,000. He would work for about a week or two. He'll get that much money, right? 160,000. And when I go and visit her, I'm asking her, where is the money going to? She's like, no, he doesn't want to give me the money. Now you see, that's the problem when you get into a marriage with someone who thinks that my money is my money, I do with it what I want. I'm like, if I was someone else, your house should be even better than mine because your husband gets money. Like he even gets more money than my own husband who works 24/7, most of the time. And there is no fruit that I can see that, okay, he's getting all this money. Where is the money going to?
Girl?
Where is it going to?
Sure.
So if you've got a person who's irresponsible in a marriage, there's nothing that you can actually say, this is the fruit of our marriage.
This is the fruit of, this is what we are
doing. This is what we are doing. This is what we are building. Because at the end of the time, the other spouse is just going to say, I'm tired. I can't be the only one. He's also working. He's also getting money. But I can't be the only one who seems to be doing everything.
I think this is also why marriage, it's so important to have a vision, even as a young person, What is your vision? Like, yes, and there's always room for development, guys.
Yeah, that's why we say, as a single woman, do not get into a relationship with someone who's got no vision, someone with no ambition, someone with no direction at all. When you're talking to someone, you can see, okay, they're heading somewhere. And I would actually like to be part of that.
Of this building.
Of this building, of something, a legacy that we can leave behind. But if it's all nothing there, there's nothing.
When he gets paid, he's like, let's go to Conquer. Oh, I swear, Tini, what are we going to do? It's so important. And I think we overlook that, especially in this generation. As long as he can buy you things.
You see? Things are not going to give you a marriage. They're not going to build a home.
They're not going to build a home.
Exactly.
You're going to have kids and you're going to be so unhappy.
Because he's lagging behind on his responsibilities. No, why? Because you didn't put that vision. You don't have the vision of where your marriage is going to go. What you want to do. How you want to
impact the world.
Exactly. Not even the world, but before you actually go out, you need to start with
ministry starts here.
Exactly. So if you cannot change this dynamics here, just the two of us, how are you going to change the whole world? How are you going to change the whole world? So yeah.
And this is for I know there are a lot of different dynamics. Not everybody who starts working has that freedom.
Exactly.
Some people are still having to pay student loans.
Yeah.
Some people are actually the ones that are going to tap into the breadwinner role because maybe parents didn't. There's just so many different dynamics.
For us black people, most of the time it's black tax. Exactly. They sent you to school because you saw that you can take care of them. They didn't build a legacy to live for you, but they actually
depending on you to build the legacy.
Yes, for them. You see? I think that's the problem also what we have in our families as black people, Our parents didn't have that vision. They didn't have that dynamics, right? That education where they are taught that you leave something for your kids.
Yeah.
So that's something that they can actually start, a starting point for them.
A starting point.
They didn't have that. If our parents, right, or our grandparents had that, the black people wouldn't be struggling like this.
They wouldn't. It's so important. Like even dating is so different for the. I think I've had the opportunity to sit amongst people who are of different color. White people to be um. So just seeing how their kids' lives, like they start on a silver platter. If I did like,
no, because they have learned that
Mm.
principle of you're supposed to leave your legacy, a legacy for your children and your children's children. So when they start, your kids, when they actually start, they already have a foundation that's already
they already have a foundation
that's already built there, because they practice that. I'm not going to wait for my child to actually work so that they can take care of me. No. When they leave, I know that I'm taken care of because I already have my retirement fund and everything. It's built already.
It's sure.
Like, and also for them, I've got a trust fund. I've got whatnot. Something somewhere where they can start from.
But it's one of my friends, very close friends. She's white, right? And when you look at how she does things, what they value is not the same things that we value.
No.
If anything, the most important thing, and they make sacrifices. There's some things like sacrifice, girl. Sacrifice. Like
so your kids won't suffer.
It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice living below your means so that you can pay off your home.
Exactly.
So it's a sacrifice something to. And like when I look at her life,
and it's a sacrifice for you to actually pay off your debts, so your kids don't inherit those debts. Exactly.
It's a sacrifice. Even the clothing is a sacrifice. That we're not gonna wear. We'll go to pay. We'll go to Ackerman. We'll do that. But
and there's nothing wrong with it. Live within your means. There's nothing wrong with me wearing that. Because if you're wearing that Ackermans and whatnot, or this expensive, it's not going to run around shouting at everyone saying, "Oh, hey, I'm expensive." No one's going to even care.
No one is going. Sure, and when you walk into their home, you can see
exactly.
No, man. There's and it's such a. I think I count myself blessed to have been exposed
to
that because.
Yeah, because for us, most black people, it's you walk into someone's house and you think, "Oh, poverty hits very hard here," and what they're counting on is, "Oh, we are sending you to school so you can come and take care of us and take care of your siblings." So imagine when you're supposed to be starting your own life. You can't start your own life because now you're taking care of your siblings, you're taking care of your parents, because your own parents weren't able enough to actually take care of themselves and your siblings. Sure. Now they're looking to you and saying, "No, we sent you to school so you can take care of us."
It's so unfair.
But no, it's supposed to be you sent me to school so I can have a life of my own. I can stand on my own feet.
And build from where
you stopped, right? I start. And now I've got my own family. That's where witchcraft mostly comes in.
Yeah.
The fighting with Mama Zala, and because now they're thinking that money should be coming to us. But you forget that he or she are now building their own lives. They've got their own kids that need to be taken care of.
Yeah. It's a very I think there was a point where I had made it a social study to just look at why do we have this mindset. Is it because maybe the history of black people has?
I think so. It's contributed to that because I think because they were deprived of that type of education. We were given just the bare minimums so that you were able to be put in a workforce. That's it. But anything else that's supposed to actually uplift you, it was withheld from us.
So we don't have the mindset.
So we don't have that mindset. Exactly. We don't have the mindset. The only people that actually have the mindset of that are people that were actually privileged, right? To have been educated in that time. So they also knew, okay, this is how these people operate. So they build legacies for their kids.
They build legacies and they're not self-consumed. It's sacrifice. It requires a lot of sacrificing. Like if anything, people who are millionaires, I think they can tell you that sacrifice. Like
exactly.
you sacrifice something whilst everybody is going out and doing all of this. You're like, okay, let me pay off this. Okay, my kids will get a quality education. And also that gives, I think looking at the kids, there's this specific pastor, looking at their kids, it's their life is more, whether as a black child, you cannot afford to make a mistake of not passing.
Exactly. It's one chance and one chance alone. Exactly.
They have the flexibility to be like, okay, I can fail, and then I can also
go into business because I know I've got exactly. Because my family are into business. So
exactly.
If I fail, then I can still have something to back me up.
You go to school knowing that at the end of your degree, there's a job waiting for you. Well, now you have to start sending CVs and stuff. So it's really, there's so many elements of this, but I don't want us to sit on the victim side of it. I want us to sit on that side of it. Where you are.
No, we can't keep playing victims. We cannot. And that's the one thing that black people do very well.
Yeah.
We always play victims. Okay, they did wrong to us, but what are we going to do? Don't let your circumstances define who you're going to become tomorrow. You have to rise above that.
Have to rise above the odds.
Because now you've got, especially here in South Africa, I would say South Africans are very privileged people. You've got free education, right? Grade 1 to grade 7. You find schools that are, especially the ones that are in the more less privileged places, right? Your education is free. So why not do something about that? Why not use that? The privileges to actually better your life. But you see that, no man, these people, they don't really seem to care.
Sure.
They don't really want to actually improve their life. It's like we are so comfortable with poverty now that we don't want to change.
Sure.
We are so comfortable in our poverty that we just they just use it as an excuse of not actually doing anything to better their lives.
Yeah. I also have like a big problem with free things,
It builds a dependency, exactly.
Yeah. And I think maybe it's like the grand performance of South Africa and
the government,
specific political
so that they can keep you
exactly dependent on them.
When you build a society of dependency, you actually kill that ambition in people.
Yes.
Because they know that I'm getting these things for free. So I don't have to work.
I don't have to work. Why do I have
to go to school?
Oh God.
Because I can just apply for ISASA and I can get
get it.
Exactly. So why do I need to go to school when I can get that unemployment? But if you're thinking with that proper mindset, you could think, what can I do with 350?
What can I do with 350?
It's nothing. Especially with high inflation now. 100 rand. You remember Yomene was laughing the other day when he sent them to buy something, bread and eggs. And from 100 rand, all the came back with 4 rand. It was 4 rand, right? So now think every month you're getting 350. What does it do?
What does it do? And you wait for the next month.
Exactly.
Like if you were getting, there's a guy who started a business with his
350, exactly.
Fine.
But selling baking and selling stuff on the street. Yeah, and he made more than what he was getting, that 350. That's someone who has a business mindset. I want to be more. I want to do more. I want my situation to change. I can't be sitting on 350 every month. Something that does not even pay the rent.
Yeah,
it won't pay your rent at all. And the thing is, we are crying for free housing, free education, free water and electricity, free. We don't want to work. It's free things. If you go to Zim, I think maybe South Africans should move to Zimbabwe, no?
Just for a social experience.
For a social experience. If you don't work, you don't eat.
In Zim.
You don't work or you don't make a plan of hustling or doing something to get money. The government is not going to come and baby you and say, oh, shame, you can't work and everything. Here's money. They don't do that. You work for yourself. You work for your kids. If you want to send your kids to school, they need to pay school fees because the teachers need to be paid. Schools need to function.
Sure.
Nothing in this world is for free. There's nothing in this world for free.
I'm recalling a conversation that I heard at the salon.
Okay.
I think it's relevant to. So this, as you're speaking, she's just like this. This woman was saying, I have an operation to do.
Okay.
In Zim, there are proper doctors, but it's an arm and a leg.
Exactly.
And then this one said, "Stay here in South Africa. You're gonna get it for free. There are good doctors for free." And I'm like, right now, looking at, I remember having to drive to Charlotte Maxeke the other day and going to the emergency room, and it was so dirty. It was so dirty. Like there was blood on the floor. There were people whose skulls were open, waiting in the line.
Okay.
And I'm like, do you see that the cost of free things?
Exactly. No, you know, when it comes to healthcare, I don't think it's a problem having healthcare for free. Well, it's not really free, actually. Even at Joburg Jane, it's not free anyway. It's not free at all. You need to pay something. You know, whether you're a foreigner, whether you're South African, there is a certain amount of money that you pay. Because I remember when my daughter went for a CT scan, we had to pay for a CT scan. So, but it's minimum.
It's minimal, but you meet them somewhere.
Exactly, you meet them somewhere. But the problem is the government that we have. Money that's supposed to be going into building infrastructure and accommodating all these things. It's been squandered.
Yeah.
Look at what happened at Tembisa Hospital. How many millions were mismanaged? Things that are supposed to be buying medication, buying equipment, renovating the hospital. But someone actually lined their own pocket to go and buy 2 Lamborghinis that are the same color. I mean, isn't seriously.
At the expense of someone
else's. At the expense of someone's life. Here we're talking about someone's lives. Because this is a hospital. It's supposed to cater for people that are sick. Some people that are even on the verge of dying.
So that Lamborghini has blood on their head.
Exactly. Because it was either going to pay for oxygen for someone who was on life support. It was supposed to pay for lights. It was supposed to pay for other machinery that was going to be used in medical profession, right? Something that is necessary for someone's life. This is someone's life we're talking about. You know, imagine that. You stealing that money, you are stealing someone's chance at life. How heartless can someone be?
Sure. This conversation is shedding so much light on the importance of finances, even at an individual level. You are playing, you know, even with taxes. I know we complain all the time with taxes, but when you look at the bigger picture, it's for the good of someone else.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's for the good of someone else. And unfortunately, we find ourselves in a position in our country where we're seeing with all of these things that are being exposed that the money that is supposed to help South Africa grow is going
into someone's
pocket who is greedy and has no interest in the building of South Africa.
They don't have
interest.
And you know, it's
actually
funny.
They don't.
It's funny because they come out when it's election time. That's when you actually see them. They come out now. They campaign. They put blame on someone else. They whatnot. But they leave the very people that are destroying that very country that you are fighting for.
They are destroying it.
They're
not suffering, remember? Their families are not suffering. It's people who are, it's the child.
The less privileged people are the ones that are, you know, it's this concept where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Exactly.
And the middle class, you're just scraping through poverty and
we are.
Then
middle class, you're on
the brink of poverty. You're on the brink. One bad decision.
It's like you're running and you're seeing it right here. Poverty is right here. Just one mistake.
Let's make a mistake. Then you know who you are in. It's so sad because, you know, you look at just the financial misconduct and this mismanagement.
A lot of it.
You look at schools, guys. You know, school is such an important place for the development of a country, of our nation.
But also, I blame the youth.
Oh,
it's like,
oh my God.
I don't know. You know that's the thing that I'm talking about. What you're saying, the free things in their mind. You know, the problem is also the parents are breeding this in their kids that the government will take care of you.
Oh, also exactly. Let me tell you today on this channel, the government won't do anything for you. The government, it will not put your businesses. It will not make you rich. Never. No shame.
It will never. Because remember, they still want a hold on you. So let me give you enough for you to survive, but not enough for you to actually escape poverty. For you to keep needing me.
So I want you to need me. I want you to have a relationship.
I want you to have that leash, that short leash that you can run, but no, you can still be railed in. You need me. You can run as far as, but I'm going to still pull you back. That's the free things. That's what it does to people. And then you've got kids that have got all the privileges. You know, people, I'm sure the ones that fought for the 1976, if they see the kids now, they're turning in their graves.
Oh God.
They're like, we fought for you to get this education.
What are you doing with this education?
Blood was spilled for you to actually get the quality education that you have now. But now it's like, you don't want it.
You don't.
How many kids do you see outside there when it's school time? Smoking, drinking, and all that. And you're thinking, okay, so where is your life going? And then afterwards, the government knows we will have you somewhere. And then now, it's just like now, right? What's happening in South Africa, this xenophobia thing, right? The real culprits that are destroying South Africa are the people that are in government. If we look at all especially if you look at what is happening in Madlanga Commission now, how many millions these people have squandered. Those are the people that we should be fighting with. So, you know, all this much thing and to do that and the
it's just distraction.
It's just distraction.
From the main problem.
If we look at it, those are the people that are driving these people. Because we want that momentum, right, before they actually go and vote. Because we want to seem as if we are actually doing something, so that they can still vote us in. That is what is happening. It's a game. It's a monopoly. It's a game.
It's a game.
You know?
It's a game
of manipulation. That's what is happening. We come here. We blame foreigners. They're taking your jobs. Now look, Joburg. Most of the shops are closed.
What's going to happen to our economy?
They're closing down, right? How many South Africans have opened shops?
They're still closed.
You know, I was watching this Facebook thing on Facebook, right? Okay, all these people, these foreigners that you say foreigners, some of them are actually South Africans. But just because you are not black, you don't speak Zulu, you see, you are considered as a foreigner. You've got Indians that are South Africans. You've got Pakistanis that are South Africans. You've got Malawians that are South Africans. But just because you speak a different language, you're not South African. Even the South Africans are actually being targeted.
That's true.
You know, because I remember the Tonga people were also marching, saying we are being targeted just because we don't speak Zulu. So you see the dynamics now.
People.
You see now. You see the thing. We are in the same country, but we've got this division. They are using that to build momentum for their elections. After elections, you don't hear for them. You hear them again when some other elections are coming in. Because they know we can use you. There's nothing that, there's nothing there. We can manipulate you with the smallest things. Education is very important with people. Very important. Because if you were educated and you think proper, you would not be going out looting and destroying the same infrastructure that you're saying you are fighting for. And then tomorrow you come back again, you do for the same thing that you burned yesterday.
Which one? What do you call this?
What do we call it?
The looting thing, you know, actually, oh my God. Sorry, we've deviated.
But
But in the deviation. I'm not justifying the fact that we deviated, but you see how important money is. To see how important it is to have a vision in the whole.
Exactly.
So that you budget the vision. Budget
and
the
you make
vision.
your life for yourself instead of blaming someone for where you are.
Yeah.
You need to have a vision of where you're going and actually have a goal to meet. Don't expect someone to do these things for you. You have to do them for yourself. No one else is going to do them for you.
Sure.
Trust me, these people don't care about what's happening in your house.
They don't see what's happening in your house.
So why am I depending on the government that doesn't even see what's happening in my house? I'm the one who's supposed to build my own house to where I want it to be, not the government.
Not the government. My God. Not the government.
Not the government. So it's how you actually manage your own finances that is going to determine where you are going to head in life.
Sure.
So stop blaming, yes, the white people came, yes, they whatnot, but now you have these privileges. Use them for you to actually succeed in life.
Use them. It's this conversation can go on. It can
go on forever.
It can go on forever. But for the single lady,
for the single lady, like we say, build a budget.
Build a budget.
Because we know us women, we see something that we like, we want to buy it. So build a budget, right? And then save money for emergencies. There should be that separate account that says, no, this is money that I put aside, right? Money that I put aside
and discipline yourself.
That you don't touch it, no matter what, unless it's a real emergency. Not just because I saw a weave that I like. No, that's not an emergency.
It's not an emergency. And life is not a weave, guys. life is not a Brazilian weave. Life is not makeup.
Oh, I saw a new handbag. These are luxuries. If we speak of it, these are luxury items. Things that you actually do not need. You can have 2 or 3 purses, not a whole wardrobe of them. Some of them you don't even use.
You don't even.
Live within your means. Do not be chasing after Beyonce, but those people have money.
You are not Beyonce.
That person can wear 1,500 Brazilian weave today. Tomorrow they are wearing something else because they can afford. They are living within their means. They're living within their own means. So don't try and actually compete with what's trending out there. Because when you compete with trends, trust me, you are going to go broke.
You will suffer. And you are not suffering. You will suffer. You will fight poverty by saying more. You better live within your means. And also, our means are not the same. And it's okay. Embrace where you are. I think this is one thing that I'm also learning, that embrace where you are.
Yeah.
Embrace the fact that this is how your budget looks like.
Yeah.
Embrace the fact that there's growth. Embrace the fact that this is where you are.
This is where you are, exactly.
It's
don't let someone else's life dictate what you do.
Exactly.
Because they can afford it. You can't.
You cannot. And you know very well.
I cannot. Yes, just because that person is wearing a Brazilian, I have to. I don't have it, but I'm going to find it by all means, even if it means me paying it, getting it on credit.
Girls, let's not do that, please. Let's not do that.
Please just plan for the future.
Plan for the future.
Plan for the future. And they say avoid bad dates, like I'm saying. Avoid dates that you do not need. Avoid them by all means, because debt actually it throws you off your budget. You do not need a weave on credit. You do not need the latest iPhone. Your phone works very fine. It is fine the way it is. You do not need a new iPhone. You
don't have.
You do not have. So do not chase iPhones. I don't know. Even if I do have that money, I don't think I will spend 15,000 on a phone. I am not that crazy. Imagine if I lose that phone. Then I'm thinking,
why will share it? Also,
7,000 young. It is
gone. I also don't like a life that is too much. I cannot sustain it.
Imagine 15,000 for a phone. Just because it says it's a latest iPhone. If I don't have it, I will get the phone that I can use. That is, it's got all the features that is on an iPhone as well. Yes, it might not have the better picture, but it can still take pictures. But that's what I can afford.
Yes.
You know, I'm not going to get an iPhone on credit. That's if you calculate your credit from when you get it until you pay last pay. You could have not even 3 phones. You could have bought yourself a Escort or something that will get you from A to B with that amount of money. I've seen the iPhone. It's about 27,000 when you buy.
Appreciates everything.
27,000 when you're paying it cash. Now imagine if they say you pay like 1,500 or 2,000 a month for 36 months. How much are you paying for the phone? iPhone. I mean, it fits in your pocket.
And the crazy thing is about the market is that when a new one comes out,
that one is phased out. It's phased out. They tell you that you cannot upgrade the software anymore because it's old. And you're thinking, I spent that much money on that phone. Now they're telling me that it's been phased out.
I mean, it's interesting how we see and how we do things. I think the moral of this is that live within your means, and there's room for growth.
And you will grow. There's no shame in me living within my means. There's no shame in that. This is what I can afford. This is what you cannot dictate to me what I can do with my own life when I know I cannot afford this. I will live within your means so you do not have more stress and debts and all these things, you know. Live within your means. I cannot afford this. Buy what you can afford.
Buy what you can afford. Do what you can do where you are. And there is no shame.
There's no shame in that.
Girl, there is no shame.
Because I am working for this money. I cannot be ashamed for the money that I'm working with. So I can use it however I like. You know, but it should sustain you, not put you in a
You know, it's crazy. You know, I often have conversations with people and with men. I feel like women put men under pressure
exactly
for something that, you know.
No, we are chasing what the other
exactly
woman is.
Like your friend gets a car.
No, her husband bought her this. So now
your husband cannot afford it, and it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't make him less of a person.
Exactly.
Now we have reduced the value of men to what they can do. Like he's not a man if he cannot do it.
Exactly.
That's wrong.
Yes, that's how it is now.
That is wicked. Sorry, but
it is. We've reduced them to what you can buy me. Your value is only from
and
what
we are
you can buy me.
killing the men. Like we are killing them
because we are never satisfied.
And there's no thank you.
We are never. Men, I was watching this other. Oh, I forget her name. Hey, this Nigerian pastor. She was saying, men, don't kill yourself over a woman. We are the most, we have the most ungrateful creatures on this earth. We are never unsatisfied. You can never satisfy a woman. Never. You can never satisfy a woman. That's why God gave us hair. You see, I'm wearing a weave, ne?
I have braids.
You see, I'm wearing a weave, ne? I'm not satisfied with what's underneath here. That's my own hair, right? Nails. Although I don't like nails, I don't like nails. I just keep it. I don't like putting nails because I like my own long nails. Mine grow like really long, so I don't put nails. Okay, we have nails. We cut them off
to get
others
clothes.
We've got eyebrows. We shave them off
and draw
on top. So you see, you can never satisfy us. Never. I was watching this other movie. A woman, the husband, okay, fine, they had a fight and everything. So the friend is like, no, buy her something. We ask women, we like you men when you surprise us with something. So the man buys her a car, our whole car. I mean, like, I'll be on the rooftops shouting,
Jesus is Lord.
I'll be on the rooftop shouting, even no matter how small it is, But the first thing that she said, why is it not a Lexus? Or why is it not the car why is it not the same car as the one you're driving? I mean, like, I looked, I'm like, if I could slap someone through the TV, slap them straight up. How many women get a gift like that.
And then they overlook.
And then you trample on someone's generosity. Like she trampled it. I mean, like as in the mud. You know, when an elephant actually tramples something, you know, that's how you trample someone's pride. In the mud. I bought you a whole car. And the first thing that you're telling me is,
it's not a Lexus.
What am I going to do with this car? What is it? What make is this? You know, it's not, why didn't you buy me a Lexus? And I'm thinking, hey, Sissy, some women will kill for their husband to give them a car.
Sure.
Any car. Not we're not looking at brands, but any car that is my own.
Sure.
Not the one that I have to ask him for. Can I use your car for running? No, this is mine.
My personal
my
name on it. That you
and you are telling me, why is it not a Lexus? Do you think he's going to buy you anything after that?
He won't, because there's nothing that you want.
Exactly.
You want it. Okay, you want to stand up and buy your Lexus. Go buy Lexus. Thank you very much.
That's why I say. And I was watching. It was an African movie, right? So I'm thinking, you know, as I'm watching, I'm like, you know what? You know, women, we are something else. You go to someone else's house. This is someone else's child, ne? And you're telling them, why didn't you buy me this? Why didn't you buy me that? Okay, they bought you what they could afford, right? But you are comparing so and so bought something like. And then I've got a question for women who do that. When someone has actually, out of the kindness of their heart, you know, out of the love that they have for you, they buy you a gift. Right? And for you, it's not good enough. Yena has gone out of his way to buy you something. And then the very first thing that you're talking about is this the wrong color, or it's the wrong brand, or I didn't ask you. First of all, he didn't ask you, right? What brand you like.
Yeah.
He bought what he can afford, or what he saw that this was nice for my lady, right? If he wanted to know what you wanted, he would have asked you, what could you like? So that he would have bought you that. But it was supposed to be a surprise for you to see his heart, that I value you, for me to actually go to the extent of buying you that, right? My question is, when you were in your own father's house, your own parents' house, did they buy you those things?
Did they buy you Lexus?
Did they buy you those things? No. Did they? That Brazilian weave that you are crying for, has your father ever taken out money from his pocket for a Brazilian weave? Has he? If you see that your man cannot afford it, if you're working, do it yourself. Why do you need to burden someone else with your wants, with your needs? If you're saying he doesn't know what you want or what you like, then buy it for yourself so he sees, oh, this is what you like. Maybe the next time you will remember.
Oh, yeah, no. Sure, this is, yeah. Oh, we can go on.
It's something, you know, women, we've got these expectations that we have, like, so honestly. So there was this man who said, okay, you were asking a boy the same age as you, do you have a house? Do you have a car? Do you have a whatnot?
He just graduated.
He asked, okay, how old is your father? Does he have a car? Does he have a house? Yet you are asking someone who is your peer, to have the same thing that your own father does not even have.
Not help us.
Yeah, the material things are not what makes a relationship at all. It is not. You know, you find people that are married into, you know, someone who's rich and they're miserable.
Yeah.
They're miserable because the person that you marry into wealth, most of them don't even care about the person that you are.
They don't.
You know?
No, they don't.
You are a vase to be displayed in front of everyone.
That's it.
That's it.
You're good for it.
Yeah, that's why I say to women, be educated so you can stand on your own. not be treated as a vase. This thing of us saying, I'm bringing beauty to the table. So what you are bringing, what you're essentially saying is, I am a vase to be displayed in a home. That's it. And with vases, they lose their shine after a while. They will be shipped out and the new one will come. The vase will come. Yes. So when you go into a relationship, it's just the same as when you go into a job that you get, right? You are going into that job saying, I'm going to become an asset. I'm going to become a person that they cannot replace. So it's the same. It should be the same principle when you go into a relationship. I'm going into the relationship so that this person knows that they cannot replace me. I'm going to be that very important thing that they cannot lose. I'm going to become an asset. So become an asset in all those things. Don't just become a vase. Don't become, a liability. Exactly. Become an asset and not a liability. Not to say, he's thinking, oh Lord, I brought another burden into my life. I thought I was bringing someone who was going to help me. Little did I know relieve this burden that I have. But now it seems that it's another one. Exactly. Oh, Lord. That's why I'm saying I actually wanted this, especially daughters of Kavana. We will have God first, and we put others. It says what? Put God first. If you're someone with humility, you put God first, others, and then yourself. Right? Because remember, you want the people these people to actually treat you the same way you want them to treat you. You treat someone else the way you want them to treat you. And when we build a community, you need people to partner with you. It's not just you.
It's not just you.
It's not just you.
Sure. It's not just you. Yeah. Okay. I think we have been through the questions. I think we have answered most of the questions. Okay. So we hope that you
learned something. Yeah. And you've got any questions about finances, about relationship, building a relationship. In either you are dating or you are married, building a relationship. If you've got questions about that, how your relationship is going and everything, just send us, questions that you have. Send us a comment, and we'll read them.
And even your experience, your experience. Share with us your experience.
What worked for you? Because remember, what works in one person doesn't work with another person's relationship. So that's just how it is.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching thus far. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like.